now we gotta play rock, paper, scissors. Did I win? Or?
No, I think I won that one. All I know how to win. Hey, you won that one.
Okay.
Bonita! I don't know if he has like a flying. I know the controlling kind of sucks.
Yeah, that's definitely.
Oh, you get tangled. How am I going to get tangled up in barbed wire there?
Is your long hair.
Come on, come on, Shawn Michaels. Fucking be Shawn Michaels.
Pretty much.
See, I don't know how you win on offense.
Yeah, I just move the controller around and slam buttons. That's all I do.
Mashing.
Yeah.
I don't know if you would compare this to like the WWF video game back in the day or not. I don't think the controllers were that bad.
No. And there you could like move around the ring. This is just like a 2D fighting game.
Yeah. Yeah, there's no, it's just straightforward and back.
Yeah. And it's weird because jumping is just weird.
Fake Shawn Michaels shakes his ass a lot. like both wrapped up in there.
What the fuck is that?
I have no idea.
Laughing.
Bonita DDT. I don't even know how you win the grapples. Wrapped up in there.
Come on, Odita, get away from the barbed wire, buddy.
Oh, pile driver.
Pile driver.
I don't know how I did it.
Holy shit, man. I think it's two. No.
Not quite.
Not quite.
Did he shoot you the middle finger there?
I think so.
I think he shoot you the middle finger. That's like the warm-up move. He shoot you the middle finger. Well.
And grapple is just like, what the hell ever they decide to do.
Oh, well, you want to go talk about the FMW video game?
And we'll talk about FMW wrestling in general. Yep. Let's go. Onwards to better options. Hello, this is Brian from Midnight Gaming Emporium, and I'm joined with
Jacob Carver from the Butcher Shop.
And today, you probably saw a little weird intro of us. We were playing an FMW video game from Japan. I discovered this on a wrestling forum on Facebook. They had a picture of it up, and I'll be blunt, it looks fucking fake. When I saw it, it was like, there's no way this is real. Then I looked it up, and it was real.
For the Super Famicom?
Yep, right. Super Famicom or Super Nintendo in America.
Super Nintendo.
16-bit. Yeah, it really looks like a VHS cassette back in the day. It really does.
Yeah.
The game isn't that great. It's a wrestling game, but you can only move back and forth. It's like a 2D fighting game.
Yeah. Although they do have like the barbed wire and the explosions that you are akin to if you're familiar with FMW.
Mm-hmm. They have FMW wrestlers. They have a Tarzan Godo, Onita. There's two women wrestlers in it that are unlockable in single player. I'm assuming you have to beat the main game to do that. Then you can play as them.
Yeah, and everything's in Japanese, so
yeah,
it's kind of really hard to follow the.
And the controls just
controls abysmal.
Yeah. That's what. But best we can come up with when you grapple is rock, paper, scissors. It's like whatever move I choose, whatever move he chooses, whichever one is rated higher, we're assuming the result.
That wins.
That's how it
because
works.
I really see the grappling as not that good.
No.
But fun factor, I give it fun just to see.
Just because it's FMW, it'll be a great spot in my gaming collection.
You get to see weird matches that you don't normally see.
Yeah. So now that we're done talking about the game, let's talk about FMW in general. How we actually came across it through what was that, RF Video?
I came across FMW, and there was an article in the back of, I want to say, Pro Wrestling Illustrated, or like an advertisement that said, bricks and barbed wire and all kind of bullshit. And it's like, you can send for a catalog, I think it was.
Yeah.
And you can watch Japanese deathmatch wrestling. When at that point, neither of us had ever heard of
it.
Japanese deathmatch wrestling. And I'm pretty sure it was RF Video.
Probably was. Because I remember I ordered like tons of videos from them, and they had like some of the most at the time, and even now they were some of the most bizarre matches. The piranha death match, where it was like a tank of piranhas that you had to beat your opponent. You had to throw them in the tank of piranhas.
Yeah, and the I want to say it was the exploding barbed wire swimming pool type matches.
Yes.
I mean, all in all, the matches were horrible, but. Like back in the day when you watched it, when I think the first thing, I'm not sure the first tape was the King of the Death matches that we ever watched. Mm-hmm. But they had some damn good matches on it.
Now, I will say back then, when they used glass, it was an actual pane of glass. Because when it broke just like you would break a regular pane of glass. It broke into pointed shards. It didn't just shatter into nothing like safety glass does, which is really what they use now, which is actually good because if you really think of it, back in the day, if somebody took a bad bump in that, they would have just got impaled.
But like I said, it was impressive the first time to see someone get power bombed on thumbtacks, and I was like, that's not real.
Then you sit there, then they do like after the match stuff, and they're showing them pulling them out of their bodies.
Different blood spots on their backs and shit when they got slammed in the thumbtacks. And I was like, as a younger person that never seen anything like that, I was like, holy fuck, that was crazy shit.
Yeah, because back in the day, spoiler alert, when you bled in wrestling, most of the time you took a blade. This was really the first time you watched wrestling, and it was like, holy fuck, they're like being thrown in barbed wire. They got like blood all over different spots of their arm, their back, their legs. It's like, holy shit, it's not just this little spot up in their forehead anymore.
Yeah, you weren't just like cutting your forehead, they were bleeding every
direction. So, and it's funny because I know one of the first explosion matches they had, it was basically fireworks that went off. Yeah. And the crowd kind of like booed, and Terry Funk was in it, and he like stood there and went, well, what do you think they were going to do, blow us up? Seriously. I mean, but then they did get worse, where they actually put, I guess, like pressure releases on them, where they would get thrown on a plywood board, and then they would blow up.
Yeah, blow up and shit.
So it as it went, it was comical, but it actually got more brutal as it went.
Yeah, and then you also had, if you're a horror movie fan, you had Freddy and
Leatherface and Jason.
So it had a bunch of horror movie characters and shit there, which I thought was cool.
And on a side note, the guy that played Super Leatherface, he passed away not too long ago.
Yeah.
He was also in the WWF.
Corporal Kirshner.
Yep.
So yeah, anything else you want to say about FMW other than it was crazy shit back in the day?
Crazy shit stuff back in the day. That's about it.
But as far as the video game,
if you're a wrestling fan, love death matches or just love Japanese matches,
yeah, I would check in. I would seriously check into finding.
You can get a copy for fairly. I think it was like, I found a seller in the U.S. It was like $20. So, I mean, it was worth it for my collection. I'm happy I got it.
And yeah, if you're into that collectible stuff, it'd definitely be worth something to add to your collection.
Yeah. So, this is Brian from Midnight Gaming Emporium.
Jacob Carter from the Butcher Shop.
Now, before I sign out, the preview was a little preview of couch gaming that I'm thinking about doing and bringing back. If you're interested in more of it, please like and leave a comment. Signing out.